Hello, hello. First Lady Harmonic here. Um, just going over a pair. I'm looking at GBPCAD on the daily time frame. Wanted to just actually go over how I see the market, what I'm looking for when I see the market to determine what direction I'm going in, what I could possibly do, things of that nature. I always start from a daily time frame, most likely from a daily time frame. But even then, I would still even just look on the weekly section here to see where we are. Currently, we have a bullish engulfing candle. Um, um, Showing that we possibly at least this week we're pretty much an uptrend from a monthly standpoint. Let's go back down here. Looks like we're creating a reversal pattern, a bearish reversal pattern, so we could see some downside. We have come up to retest this neckline right here, and we saw some rejection, came back up as retracement is probably going to fall down. So for the next, I would say, month, we should see some downside for this pair. Um, let's go back to the daily section, the daily time frame to I actually want to let you know too, I am in Starbucks, so if you hear the music in the background, that's what it is. Sometimes I like to come to Starbucks just to do my charting and just bring myself into a mentally isolated place. And I get to do that when I'm around a lot of people. It forces me to focus. But anyway, so what am I looking at here? First thing I'm noticing is that we have a strong impulse move to the downside, and then we also have a retracement of this impulse move going up. Let's bring this down. So from there to there, I have an impulse leg. I could see if this is going to be a particular harmonic. Could be. I can take this from the high, the relative high, and see where it retraces at. Looks like it retraces pretty much at a 61.8, I think. And so this could be a possible Gartley pattern that's forming on a larger scale. And I was correct. This is 61.8. That's my X. X is the top A, and the A retracement would be a B. My B for Gartley will be between 38.2 and the 61.8. So the way I would do that is my A to the B has given me a minimum of a 38.2 retracement. Has it finished? Maybe, maybe not, but it has given me at least that minimum requirement for this harmonic pattern. So it could look, this whole pattern could look something like this. If I was just to chart it out, the Gartley pattern ends, the D point ends at a 786. So it would look something like this. It's probably not going to end right there though. 86. But I'm not really looking at that as far as the pattern for now. It's kind of weird, although patterns doesn't necessarily go by how it looks. But I think there could be some more downside as we saw from a monthly perspective. We are in the 16th of November, so we'll see how the month ends. It looks like it's ending and on a bearish note, so we may see some more downside with this particular pair. Understanding chart patterns, knowing that this has been a rally down. We have a retracement level, so this would be the first lower high, and then has retraced down again, come back up, retrace down again, and come back up, and has broken this high here. So what I would do is I will mark these areas here. We see that this is very much a strong area of support or resistance. Remember that you want to make sure that when you're using support and resistance in a horizontal fashion, it becomes strong, it becomes legitimate when the area has been tested as support and resistance. So that way you know that this is an area that's significant, that when price reaches here, there is going to be a reaction. So when price gets close to this area, you want to start paying attention to the charts, understanding your bias, and that way you can use price action to determine whether or not you're going to get into the trade, you're going to exit the trade, or you're going to stay in a trade. And here we go in this situation right here. Price has acted as resistance here. Same thing, it has respected it here. Let's mark this just in case you can't see my my cursor. So we have two areas right here. Has come down, has acted now as support on two levels, as you can see that right here. It has broke this level of support, has come back up and retested it as a level of resistance. It tested as a level of resistance. It has broken the level of resistance, and now it is sitting on this same level as support. Wrong tool. Right here. So as you can see, hope you can take a look at that. So here again, it's acted as resistance, resistance, support, support, resistance, resistance, broken. Now it is sitting on support. So the question is, where are we going with this particular pair? So as you mark your charts up, looking for these certain levels, it's giving you confirmation, and it's giving you biases. So this is our first retracement of the impulse leg, and price has come down and has retraced up and is now created a lower high. So we are currently in a downtrend still. And here's your trend line. Anything above this trend line would signify that we're probably in a buy trade, but unless it breaks this trend line here, the buy trade has not been confirmed. You want to see chart patterns as well to help you confirm possibly what kind of direction that you're going into. You have our inverted head and shoulders. You can see this clearly right here. And just use it again. So we have the left shoulder, you have the head, you have the right shoulder right here, and then you have the break. Now understand that price has come and retested this area here. In fact, it has not come all the way down, but the right shoulder is a little bit higher. It was triggered once this neckline was broken, so this gave this inverted head and shoulders validity. It has come, hit our trend line, and has come back down to a level of support. Now the question is, where are we going with this pattern? Are we going to continue to fall, or are we going to come back up, hit this level of resistance again, and then fall, or are we going to break this level of resistance and head back up? Since we currently are in a downtrend, and we're sitting at the 61.8, known as a strong level of support and resistance. Currently now it's acting as resistance. We can say confidently that we probably are going to be going down. It may come back up here for a double top and then fall, or it may just stay at the 50% level, give us some kind of indication that we're going to sell. Right now we have a doji. This is on a daily time frame. We're looking for sellers to enter into the market, give us some confirmation that we are heading back down, and it may come back down to test this area here, and it may come back down over here and to fully retest the left shoulder. So again, this is the daily time frame, so it takes days to wait for the proper setup. But once you see the proper setup and you enter the trade, it gives you a massive amount of pips. So it takes a lot of patience to work on a daily time frame. But this is an excellent time frame for those who have jobs or working or can't sit at the computer all day. This is not a day trading chart. So what do I see? Do I see a possible harmonic pattern here? I think I did see one. Let's get rid of this. Where did I see that at? Just a second here. Right about here, I did see this one here. It looks to be a crab. Let me just see. I'll bring this up here. Just see where our D ends at. Yeah, it's a crab pattern. It looked something like this. Let's get rid of that. So we did have some nice retracement. This is my crab pattern. My A to D, my take profit levels are, come on. Right here we have a 38.2, the first take profit level, and a 61.8. It has hit both take profit levels. We have a double bottom, as you can see here. Price has gone below the 61.8, but has rejected 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 days at the 61.8 level. It has risen up. It may come back down to the 50 and then go back up. So we may see a bit more upside, being that we are currently sitting on support at this level here. Also looks like maybe forming another pattern, maybe a bat pattern, which would give me like right around here. I see price coming right in this area right here. And then once you get here, you can also short it again, and it may come down further here. And this is right in line with what I said, a double top in this same area here, and then you'll have your 3 touches to your trend line, which usually there's a major reaction between the 3rd and the 4th touch to a trend line. So this is how I see the market as far as making it tradable for me. Of course, right now this is the daily time frame. If I was to go down to a lower time frame, let's say the 4 hours, and see what it is that I'm actually seeing, as far as that's concerned, we have a bearish engulfing, but as you can see, it's not really making a good, strong enough follow-up candle. It's GBP, so most likely any movement is going to be taking place during the European session. So right now it's just consolidating pretty much, even on a 1 hour basis. You see that it has come down, it has created a double top, strong candle down. Doesn't seem to be any kind of continuation downward. So it's pretty much just a consolidation period that we're in. And so the way I look at this right now, since I'm looking for this area here to possibly get in, we'll see how this day closes. Looks like we're closing as a doji. Right now it is currently at 3 o'clock. So if it's closed as a doji, tomorrow probably can open probably with a bearish, some kind of bearish signal. Most likely, but it's a matter of waiting and seeing what's going on. Tomorrow is Friday as well. Some people don't trade on Fridays. Some people feel that Fridays are trap days, which they are, depending on the method in which you're trading, what time frame you're trading on. So we're definitely looking at something around the next week. Yeah, pretty much the next week, maybe the week and a half, if you're looking to trade at this completion right here in the D completion. Let's see, we want to see if there's a level of confluence here, which it is a trend line. So most likely it may fake out, break above, and then the next candle come down, and then we may see come down into this area here at 163.514. So that's my analysis, just looking at GBPCAD as to the possibilities of where price is actually going using harmonics. Harmonics are used to correct the market, being that we are in a current downtrend. This harmonic is in flow with the downtrend. Even this next harmonic is also in flow with the downtrend, which will give you a significant amount of pips when you trade a harmonic in a counter trend trade. You have to be careful because it is a counter trend, so sometimes it really just hits a 38.2 and then it just bounces back up into its continuation original trend. So again, like I said, this is how I look at the market. This is how I analyze the market. If you have any questions about structure, about harmonics, or how you can begin to see the market this way as well, feel free to give me a contact me on Facebook. All right, talk to you guys later. First Lady Harmonic.